There's actually a mushroom cow for both types of mushrooms.
This is true, and you can get a brown one by striking the red one with lightning. What the?
If you ever need quick ammo for the end, the snowballs can blow up the end crystals just as good as any arrow.
Okay, yeah, that's cool and all, but why can't I just use my machine gun?
When a potion of invisibility is splashed on the two spiders, you can still see their eyes. It's the same with an enderman.
What the?
If you place a firework in front of a ladder, it sounds like someone is climbing it.
No point in firework, because you could just climb the ladder to make the noise. Still works though.
No matter how hard you try, you can't place water on a redstone or a block.
Well, what if I did this? You didn't think of this? Okay, fine, I'll take the L here.
If you're ever stuck in a bastion, just remember that piglins are scared of soul torches, campfires, and lanterns.
So yes, obviously these scare away the piglins, but when you're running from them and you place them down, they still don't go away and they keep chasing you. Oh my gosh!
Instead of getting attacked every time you loot a bastion chest, just put a hopper underneath it. Loot the hopper, and they won't attack.
Yeah, but what's the fun in that? Maybe I like when the piglins come up to me.
You can make the wither with soul sand, soul soil, or both.
Not gonna lie, this is actually kind of useful.
When you're in the nether, make sure to get hit by fireball. It will give you the fire resistance effect.
Brother, you got it all wrong. You don't get fire res, you get infinite absorption. Just kidding, you actually die.
If you see an enderman, look in their eyes and they'll give you lots of ender pearls.
I'm just going to skip this video for now.
Welcome to Minecraft 2 Truths and a Lie, where I give you 3 facts about Minecraft and you have to figure out which one I made up. First, with just a Silk Touch book, you can get items like grass, leaves, and mycelium.
Man, I just wonder if I need to play this video anymore. I'm gonna be honest. Wait, what?
Second, in Java Edition, the cure time for a zombie villager will be reduced by having iron bars nearby.
That one is true as well. I looked it up on Google.
Third, you can break and obtain ender chests with any pickaxe, even wooden, as long as it has Silk Touch.
Okay, so it seems like all of these are true, so there is no lie, Cam Man, okay?
The lie is, Silk Touch books do not have any effects on breaking blocks.
If it doesn't have any effect, then how come mine's working? Wait, oh, it's because I got this one with commands, and he got his from the creative mode menu. Oh.
You can actually craft suspicious stew and get different effects like fire resistance based on what flour you use.
Hold the school bus up. Why is there a school bus here? Let's just see if this is real. Oh, I got fire resistance. No way. No way, it's about to go out and I'm dying.
Just like how you can crouch on magma to not take any damage, you can crouch in lava to not take damage.
Hey, I do this one every day. Okay, I'm gonna be real for a second here. This is actually really useful for Skyblock players. I don't have to say any more than that. I honestly don't ever need to go to this place, because I'm already rich. But this hack is still useful though.
Don't build chairs like this. It's boring.
That song is so 2022. Anyway, I tried following how he did it in the video, but I ended up with this.
You can actually have an elytra and a chestplate working in the same time. First, put on your chestplate, then, when you jump, spam click the elytra. And look, it's that easy.
Bro really just said elytra. What? Whatever. This isn't real anyway. It's elytra, not elytra.
If you can't find your house in your Minecraft world, throw an ender pearl into lava. This will teleport you back to your spawn point.
I am unaliving because of this video. Please help me.
Lastly, if you're lonely in your Minecraft world and want to make friends, find a group of wolves and hit one of the wolves. They'll become friends and they'll start playing tag with you.
No, they won't. Huh? No, they... Wait, what? You're not angry at me? What? When did this become a thing? What?
If you keep dying in the nether and you need an MLG, just use powdered snow.
Yes, now this is Yes, this is actually... Yes, now this stuff is real. You can use... Oh my gosh! Yes, now this is real stuff. You can use powdered snow to MLG snow bucket or whatever. And this is not my fourth try. Don't roast me.
If you hit a shulker box with a potion of invisibility, you can still see its head.
Guys, this is real. Look what I made.
You can sleep in beds underwater, and it actually regenerates your oxygen.
Now, it seems like this works for water. However, the real test is if you can do it with milk. Let's just see. Hey, look at that. It works, apparently.
If you feed a dolphin enough fish, it will take you straight to treasure from a ship.
Bro is really feeding him the entire fish barrel. Yes, you can actually do this.
If you dig a long hole, put water inside it, and have ender pearls, you can make this fun little game.
Fun little game. Yeah, this is so fun. Please end me.
If you have 2 grindstones and a skull, you can make a little minion block holder.
Okay, you're banned. Have a nice day.
You can make a base completely blast proof by covering it in leaves and filling them with water.
I mean, this do kind of be working, but like, I ain't trying to hide from the feds or nothing. Or am I?
A pig can actually climb ladders for some reason.
There's a reason that pig wants to reach the top. The pig wants to be the best there ever was. He wants to be...
If you give a panda a full cake, it'll just sit down and munch on it.
Here you go, panda. I hope you enjoy your little cake.
When you give a fox a totem of undying, it can survive anything just like a player.
Take my totem. And this is for running away from me that one time. Oh, it didn't die?
If you ring a bell during a raid, it will give an outline of all raiders left.
This goes out to the 5% of players out there. Yes, this is a thing. Yes, this is real. Man, I could just totally stare at this for hours. I'm gonna be honest, this works, but it reminds me of another redstone contraption. Look, I'm gonna back this dude up because this technically did work before. It used to work, but in the newer version, it just doesn't for some reason. So this is basically a different angle for seeing yourself get in bed. Not gonna lie, that's pretty dope.
By placing crops in alternating rows, they will grow much faster than otherwise.
Looking at this tells me everything I pretty much need to know. This is real.
During rain, fish will bite more, essentially acting as another level of lure.
In fact, when it's raining, the wait time is actually reduced by 1/4, so you catch a fish much easier. Come here, fishy. Or you are not a fishy.
Endermen are usually pretty hard to kill, but super easy to put in a boat and take no damage.
This is entirely true, and you can even put them in a minecart. I don't know why you would want to use this instead of a boat, but you do you.
A lot of the 2-block tall flowers are kind of sparse, only found in one biome, so you can use bone meal to duplicate them.
Yes, they're pretty sparse. Yes, you can bone meal them to get more. And yes, a lot of them can be found in certain biomes.
By putting a boat in a minecart, it will run infinitely without any powered rails, and you can even change directions.
I genuinely don't know why you would want to do this, but I guess it's better than writing that other thing I built before. Yeah. This is absolutely great if you need some hard wood in your life, but it just takes some time to get, you know. Oh no, I'm falling, and I didn't die. Dang it!
These blocks aren't off-center, but with a mix of stairs and regular blocks, we can make it look as if they are.
It's honestly pretty easy. Place your stairs back to back, then place an upside down stair on the back one. Now just do that infinitely. Oh, I'm not asking you to do it, by the way. I'm ordering you to do it. What's up?
You can place item frames and maps over redstone to hide your redstone wires.
It's a bit tricky to do, but if you get it just right, then you'll have your redstone covered with a horrible looking map. Yay, I guess.
Normally, you can't name a mob name tag, but if you change your language first, then you can do it with an anvil.
Pretty useless, but you can name your unpaid worker a name tag now. Get back to work, you peasant.
If you hold up your shield while going through a portal, then you'll still be up on the other end. And you can even sprint and attack like you would regularly.
I had no idea it was still a thing. I used to use this back in the olden days of Minecraft. Come fight me, mobs. Fight me. It works.
If you place regular rails in a circle like this, you can go substantially faster when riding them than powered rails.
This is an old one, and surprisingly Mojang still hasn't patched it yet, which is surprising because they usually patch everything fun in the game.
Stop using obsidian. Waterlogged leaves get the same job done for a lot less.
I covered this in the last video. It absolutely still works.
With a chest boat, you can replace this many hoppers and turn it into this, which even requires less chests.
I'm going to freak out if this actually works. I kid you not. I literally... You gotta be kidding me, bro.
You don't need to waste time building a shelter to stay safe. Just place your bed underwater, and you can sleep down there and the mobs can't reach you.
Again, I covered this last time, but it still does work. Until you get out of the bed, then that's when they start attacking you. They can't attack you when you're in bed.
If you place a carpet in front of a doorway, no mobs can get through it or out of it.
I actually found out about this while playing Minecraft VR. I guess that makes it virtually funny. Get it? Get it? Okay, I'll leave.
If you dig a 4-block hole down, you can kill the Ravager above you.
You can in fact do this with Ravagers, as you can see from here. And spiders. I'm too lazy to record the clip of me killing the spider. Shut up.
Since, as it turns out, we can see from this post that villagers have no range for trading. And a good way to test this is by using 2 different ender pearls while standing up at build height. Throw one into the floor and one up into the sky. And that way, when you land and start trading with the villager, you'll then be teleported up to the top, and you'll see that we didn't even interrupt our trading.
Yeet. Yeet. Trade with villager, and we're still in it, even though I'm higher than high.
Here we see a comparison between a full row of powered rails compared to what we have on the opposite, which is the most efficient no redstone torture block railway that you can build. And the difference here is that we're only using powered rails and activator rails when we need to, and then spacing them out with 30 regular rails in between.
For accurate results, I put the lever in front of me rather than beside. And this should be the same speed. Yep.
It's impossible to stack stew in your inventory. Or at least it would have been, unless you try something like this. So if you wanted to stack 64 suspicious stew inside of your inventory, all you gotta do is dedicate 4 slots. 64 dandelions, 64 brown mushrooms, 64 red, and 64 bowls.
That is not stacking. I don't know what you're talking about. But if you use this command right here that I have in my thing, I'll probably put a link in the description or comment section, then you can actually get a stack of actual suspicious stew rather than whatever that was. Easy peasy lemon stewy.
This is the most efficient staircase that you can build in Minecraft.
I seriously could not get this to work for the life of me. Let me know if you can get this to work because I really hated working down this staircase.
If you use waterlogged leaves instead of water source blocks in your farm, then those can still hydrate your crops, but the water won't freeze over.
This is absolutely great if you live in an ice biome because it won't freeze your water. I don't know why you would be living in an ice biome anyway. Whatever.
If you take an extra close look at the top of the bone block texture, you can find this hidden design that starts to peek out.
Why call it factor cap when you could call it factor skull? I get it, because you put a hat on your head and your head's a skull.
If you have this potion in Minecraft, you're breaking the rules. Because in vanilla Minecraft, there's no way to craft this first potion. But if you use this give command to give yourself a potion with no NBT tags, it technically has no potion effect that goes along with it.
A few years ago, I tried giving myself a custom potion, but I ended up with this right here, an uncraftable potion. Oh, how stupid I was when I was younger.
Why is this wolf's tail spinning? It's not a glitch, but instead this is because the wolf's tail is linked to its health, so low health equals a lower tail. But the opposite also applies. So if you use commands to artificially increase the wolf's health, it'll start spinning like this.
Bro's about to take off like a helicopter, what the heck?
The next time that you're trying to cure your villagers, make sure to have this on your crossbow. Since by using an arrow that's tipped in the weakness effect, in combination with a piercing 4 crossbow, it's technically possible to cure 4 villagers at once.
Say hello to my little friend. Okay, now, eat up my dead unpaid workers. That works pretty well, honestly.
If you were to take the time to break a player head block, you can look closely and notice that the particle effects from breaking it are the same as the soul sand particles.
How in the world does someone in this world notice something like this? Like, I didn't even notice it at all until making this video.
Using this command, we're able to summon in a special wolf called Mars.
This works in the April Fool's snapshot, but not in regular Minecraft. Sorry for all those who thought it was in vanilla Minecraft.
This is glow lichen, and this is a block of glow lichen. Or it sure looks that way, but what's actually happening here is that by placing a piece of glow lichen on the ground and then rotating it with a debug stick, you'll have what appears to be a block of the lichen.
Take our good old debug stick and, look at that, a nice glowing block. Okay, this is a boring block.
If you put a camel inside of a minecart, it'll start playing its running animation indefinitely.
I'll be honest, I have tried doing this countless times and it has not worked a single time. I'm doing exactly how he shows it being done. Why do you hate me, Minecraft?
By this point, you've probably seen the globe banner pattern.
Nope, I had absolutely no idea about it. But it's definitely real. I'll use this for the front entrance of my house.
Did you know the secret using trapdoors and lecterns? If you place a trapdoor on top of a lectern block like this, and then add a book to that lectern, the pages will glitch through the top of the trapdoor and make it look as if you have an arrow that's pointing the players in the right direction.
Yep, that's an arrow, all right.
If we push this cat off a cliff, nothing happens.
I just want to say that if this cat does die, it's not my fault. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, it's okay.
When it was first added, the nether star could be destroyed by the wither's explosions, but now it's blast resistant.
I don't want to get blown by the TNT, so I'm just gonna back it up. Okay. Okay. Kowalski analysis. Kowalski says, where's the nether star? I found it! It's in the water! It's in the water! Oh my gosh! Kowalski was right. He told me yes, but it's not there. But here it is. It's alive. It blew off the nether star, but it survived the blow.
Considering that if you use your tools where they're not supposed to, it'll deal double the durability damage to said tool.
We'll break this dirt and check the sword. Yep, it lost 2 durability. Wait, what the heck?
You can kill this whole batch of zombified piglins without any of them getting angry. Since if you were to kill this mob in one hit, then it doesn't have the chance to update the universal aggression tag on the other monsters. That means with a strong enough weapon and a critical hit, you don't have to worry about upsetting the pack when you pick off a few.
Hey, would you like some gold? Psych. Hey, that works. I think I just unalived the piglin's dad.
You've probably seen this item before, but not like this. With the use of commands, you're able to give yourself a physical knowledge book like this. And by using that item, it'll grant the player access to new recipes to try out with the other green knowledge book, the one that you find on the crafting screen.
We got a command to give us the knowledge book, and then we'll activate that. And then, when we're holding it, right click, and then on the top right, you can see that it shows up your recipes and you have unlocked it. And now, you can go in here, and boom, got a diamond sword, and I believe there was bricks. Yep, stone bricks as well. Bro, they gotta give me this in real life. I need knowledge.
Because lily pads are rendered so thin, if you were to run on top of a row of these, you'll notice that the particles that you give off from your feet are actually the water particles instead of the lily pads.
Liar. When you run on it, there's no particles. However, when you run on it and jump, then you'll see the lily pad particles. Also, yes, there are water particles when falling on it.
If you place an armor stand on top of a block and then drop it onto a fence post, it'll just float in place.
Hey boys, welcome back to Stuff and Stuff Cribs. Today we got this doohickey to try. Oh, radical dadical, dude. It totally worked. Okay, that's a wrap with that. Oh, I'm still recording. Oh, shoot.
But on the off chance that you were to stand next to a cocoa bean and then let it grow, then it's true that as the cocoa bean gets bigger, it'll push the player down into crawl mode.
With the power of tick speed, I don't have to wait for infinity. Oh, I did it. Oh, yep, it's true.
Even though the only way to craft a lodestone is to use a netherite ingot, unfortunately, this expensive block isn't immune to fire or lava the same way that netherite is. It's not even like just the stone burns off and you get the netherite ingot back. The whole thing disappears.
Okay, dude, what the flip? Mojang, fix this. Chop, chop, get on it.
If you go to enchant your bow and go for a level 1 enchantment, then if you have no bookshelves nearby, the first level 1 enchantment will always be power 1.
I've tried this before, and I'll try it again. It won't change to a different enchant. After all these years of being oblivious, I can't believe it's true.
One end crystal is capable of healing multiple ender dragons at once.
Man, he ain't lying. The dragons are literally just sucking the life out of this crystal.
If you were to line the bottom of a nearby riverbed using mud blocks, then that row of mud will cancel out the swimming animation, allowing you to just run like normal underneath the water.
Random thought, but do you think the Flash had to find some mud blocks just so he can run underwater? I mean, it makes sense to me. By the way, this mud hack does work.
Unlike the rest of the leather armor set, leather boots are the only piece that's named the same as the other armor sets.
Cap, tunic, pants, boots, some more boots, even more boots. That's all of them. Just kidding!
Never craft this block, because while it might seem handy to compress your 9 netherwort down to 1 netherwort block, unlike other compressed material blocks, this can't be crafted back into its base material.
If we just craft some red gusher blocks, then try to craft them back, it won't work a single bit. Anyway, you guys like my panic plan? Say yes right now.
If you place a note block on top of a slab, that slab will change the sound of the note block.
Normal note block, oak slab, note block. And fun fact, if you put it on an iron block, then it has a higher tone to it.
If you were to get your fox to hold a wither skull in its mouth, then you'll notice that it looks like the fox has a beard.
Wake up, take this wither skull. Holy cow. I mean, I'm not holy cow, sorry. I meant holy fox. Bro literally just turned 40 in a matter of seconds.
If you place a note block on top of an oak door, it'll change the sound of the note block plays. But place it on top of an iron door, no change.
It's different on the wooden door, but it stays the same on the iron, which I don't get. It's kind of weird considering it changes when you put it on an iron block.
Why is this minecart different from the others? Well, as it turns out, the minecart hopper is a slightly different texture as opposed to the other ones. You'll see that the hopper part of the minecart actually pokes through the bottom.
Guys, you need to stop yourself from saying what you're about to say. Just don't, please.
If you were to ignite a piece of TNT midair and let it fall, how far could it fall before exploding? After running this test, you can see that it takes 72 blocks before the TNT explodes.
72 blocks high. Let's do this! Okay, cool shots, but that end was anticlimactic.
If you were to use redstone dust, torches, or even candles and soul torches, none of those will melt any of your ice or snow.
I put these here a while ago, and they're still here, so I guess it's true.
Put away your axe, you won't need it for this, since this isn't your average oak wood slab, but instead this is a secret item called a petrified oak slab, and it only exists in old legacy worlds or by using commands to spawn it in.
Regular slab. Petrified slab. Seems legit to me. Ain't that right, Kowalski? Okay, where the heck is Kowalski? I swear, that guy gotta stop going to this club.
Rails behave in an odd way, but you'll have to listen closely to notice it, since when you run over rails placed on the ground, it'll play the sound effects of the block under the rail. But if you only walk or jump on top of the rails, then you'll hear the sound of iron.
Bro, I cannot hear a single bit of iron when jumping. Just listen. I only hear the block underneath, that's it!
But tracking down the chiseled stone bricks isn't her only annoyance, since due to the fact that Minecraft textures are 16 by 16, this pattern was bound to have some asymmetry, and that would be why the center of this block isn't actually in the center.
This has single-handedly made my day worse. Jeb, fix your freaking game! Holy crud, bro!
If you were to throw out all of your items onto the ground in a specific order, then you'll notice that as soon as you go to try to pick them up, the items will enter your inventory in the exact same order that you threw them onto the ground.
From inspection, you literally threw your sword down first, and when you picked it up, it's literally not in your first slot. I tried it too, and you can see it right here. It didn't work at all. Fake.
When lava spreads, it can trigger a tripwire hook, but keep in mind this is just a one-time deal, since that lava will break the string and tripwire hooks in the process.
We got some lava right behind here. Let it fall forward toward the tripwire, and it seems it has activated something. What the?
Minecraft doesn't have dominoes, but it does have hanging signs. And what we're able to do with those is have a hanging sign supporting underneath another hanging sign. You can have a whole chain of these things only going from one hanging sign support.
Now, you have to be delicate with this. And perfect. It works.
Unlike us, arrows don't slow down while passing through cobwebs.
Okay, I'm gonna refrain from saying any super cancelable jokes, but this definitely works.
If you don't have the extra materials to make a sign or an item frame, then it is possible to name your chest in this way, since any container item will retain their name in the UI screen if you were to name them in an anvil.
What he meant to say was, if you don't want to walk a few blocks outside your house to get some wood for a sign, then you can just do this. That is kind of true, unless you live underground.
While in creative mode, it's possible to add any enchantment that you'd like to any item, including items that can't be enchanted normally.
I got a bottle bucket here with some iron fastspect, and we're gonna put that on the bucket, and it works. In all my years of playing this game, I never even knew about that. What?
You can craft honey bottles into honey blocks. That's not a surprise, that's how you get them in the first place. But with those same 4 glass bottles, you can craft the honey blocks back into the bottle.
Honey? More like, anyway, this absolutely works. Money! That rhymes with honey.
If you don't have a compass, try looking out for some pumpkins. Crazy as that might sound, the pumpkin stem is always rendered in such a way where it's facing towards the northwest direction.
It's real, but how do people notice these things? I am so confuzzled.
If you were to place a water source block next to a non-full block like mud, soul sand, or the like, and then walk forward into a wall, you'll notice that because the block isn't a full 16 pixels in size, it'll just start to bounce up and down indefinitely because of the water.
There ain't no way. Okay, it works, but I'm so mad because this is the reason I keep catching on fire when I crouch on a soul sand block next to lava. So rigged, bruh.
While in creative mode, if you were to shoot an arrow above your head, obviously it's not gonna hit you. But this also doesn't mean that the arrow disappears, so what you get as a result is that the arrow will continue to try and bounce on top of your head, just glitching there in place.
I feel like I've known about this. Yep, I definitely have. It's realio.
While playing in peaceful mode, you won't see a lot of undead mobs, but 2 are still possible, those being the zombie horse and the skeleton horse mobs. However, to get these in the mode, you'd have to use the summon command.
There are spawn eggs for them, and they are still in peaceful mode, even though they're technically undead. Subscribe or else haunts.